Who's going to start?
I mean, I'm honestly, we are recording this after the Angels demolished the Tampa Bay Rays 11-1. I'm a little speechless after this game. That was a great comeback win. That was a great win after yesterday. But wow. The Angels have won every series they've played in so far this season. Honestly, probably as great a start as we could hope for. I'm very excited about this team. George, what are your feelings after the start of this season?
Oh, baby, the boys are back. Suck it, everyone. All the other podcasts had the Angels at like what, 64 wins, 63 wins. So, optimistic people. 80 wins. Well, we have them. Where are our predictions? Where are our predictions on the record, Thanasi?
I I said 88 to 94 wins.
That, I look stupid. I said 84 to 88. I said we're getting Jace Laviolette in August, and we're coming in hot and into playoffs. I don't know if we're actually taking Jace Laviolette anymore based off how he's playing, but got the zippers bother me. But this is a fly ass freaking Angels windbreaker. And the cold water doesn't work in my apartment, but warm water doesn't work. It's cold outside. The only thing keeps me
Naturally.
warm right now is Angels baseball.
Absolutely.
All right, what are we going over today, Thanos?
So, real quick for this podcast, we're going to be going over who our favorite Angels are playing right now, like who has had the hot start, been the biggest surprise, and what to look forward to against our divisional opponents because we are playing the Astros and Rangers on this road trip soon.
Okay. And are we going to screen share out of curiosity? We're going to do a little screen sharing, right?
Yeah,
Sure. Of course. We love to screen share. I would like to start this one off, Thanos, with a quick screen share when I talk
yeah.
about my favorite angel. Is that okay?
Well, go for
All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's all jump over here to Twitter. Let's go to Scary
it.
Perry Manassian. And let's look at these comments on this. Here's the official Angels Luis Garcia trade. What Thanasi and I on podcast one compared to the Angels equivalent of the Luka Doncic trade. I think we might just keep repeating that into oblivion. And there we go. Let's go over this. Luis Garcia, who left the Angels, I want to say he blew up, had like a 9 or 10 ERA with the Red Sox.
I mean, when he
Ah,
was on the Angels, he was playing great.
yeah, right? Perry turned into four assets. Nico Cavades, he's in AAA. That's fine, whatever. Get some AAA
Definitely.
depth at first base. Matthew Lugo, great spring training. Jefferson Vargas, I think he's in high A, Tri-City, and I think he's starting. That's it. We're not gonna go crazy over him. But he's a guy, and then the guy I'm really excited about, my favorite Angel so far, my biggest surprise. I can go with the obvious one. I can go with the Kyron Paris because that's the easy in. That's the easy
Right.
answer, right? I'm going with Ryan frickin' Jefferson, baby.
It's a
He's
great pick.
got he's got great stuff, man. He's elite out of the bullpen. We've got some dogs. We've got Zephyr John. We've got Brock Burke. We've got Ben Joyce. We've got Kelly Jansen. We're shortening these games to 5 inning games when our boy Tyler Anderson goes 5-3. If
It's
we get
true.
a if we get a 2-run Tyler Anderson or a 2-run Kyle Hendricks start and we bring in these dudes to just lock the door, bro, I've not seen a bullpen like this. And I hope it stays like this all season. Because if this bullpen is actually this good, we are talking 94 wins.
I would agree. And if you look at teams that have made the playoffs, even just last year, you look at the Tigers, you look at the Guardians. What did those two teams have? Great bullpens. And it seems like great bullpens carry you into the playoffs. So that's
100%.
something we could definitely hope is sustainable for the future.
100%. Tell me who's your guy? So one of us got to pick Kyron Paris, right? It's got to be you. Am I,
So
am I stealing a guy? Who else
it's
you got?
crazy. It's crazy because I didn't even consider pitchers until you just said Ryan Zefferjon. This one's crazy. I'm really happy with what Kyle Hendricks has been doing.
Man, that's nasty.
Crazy. I know. And we put him up against the Cardinals, and he's the owner of the Cardinals. He just loves playing the Cardinals. He's so good. And when you watch him pitch, you think to yourself, this isn't impressive. Like he's getting to 88 on his fastest fastball, but him pitching and Travis Darno catching, it's a
Oh,
chess match. They're getting ground outs, they're getting pop outs, and the occasional strikeout every now and then, which he does have 8 strikeouts and 2 starts. We do like that. And he's done everything I he's definitely exceeded my expectations, and especially what we've mentioned before the season of having Tyler Anderson and then Kyle Hendricks right after him. Is that going to be weird because they're two similar pitchers? He's done everything the Angels have asked him and then some. So I'm just very I he has the hottest start so far out of players I wasn't expecting. That's for sure.
yeah, I like how we both went with kind of like two sleeper under the radar
100%.
favorite surprises because there's definitely more than one. I mean, again, Karen Paris is the obvious. I mean, me and you thought he was good. Me
Right.
and you didn't think he was this good.
This is nuts. It's a
This is nuts.
historic story.
He looks like Mookie Betts. His player comp right now is Mookie Betts. You put him anywhere, dude. You put him in center field, put him at shortstop, put him at second base, stealing bases, hitting for power, hitting for average. I mean, he's an athlete. I think he's just an athlete. I think that's where when like you look at you look at football, you look at Travis Hunter and it's like athlete. And
Right.
college
Right.
football is just recruiting, you're like athlete. Like, what does he do? He's like, well, he plays everywhere. He cornerback, right receiver, kicks return, punts. Sky in
That's right.
Paris. We got a freaking athlete, man. We got a jack of all trades, super freak athlete, second round pick.
He does everything you're asking of him, and he's a guy that's been in our organization, which is very awesome that we actually have a homegrown talent. Changed his swing over the offseason with Aaron Judge's hitting coach, and it's yielding results immediately. And I'm excited for Tyler. I'm excited for Karen Paris to be in this lineup.
All right,
Hopefully every day.
so the Angels
Eight
are
and
eight
four.
and four.
8-4.
8-4. They're cooking with gas.
Oh yeah,
Uh, they rest their bullpen today.
they did.
They blow them out 11-1. The offense in Angel Stadium on a hot day, on a hot summer day, it looks like we're gonna be hitting like 3, 4, 5 home runs a game at this rate.
That
Balls
ball's gonna be
flying at the
that
Big
ball's
A.
gonna be flying. I'm
Like,
nervous for the people on the freeway because that ball's gonna hit the. It's gonna get on the freeway.
bro, you
It's
got a Big A.
dangerous.
The Big A is gonna get like dents in it, dude. Ball might go all the way around the world and just come back and hit the Big A.
Oh man,
You're gonna have to put
absolutely
extra support under the Big A to make sure that that thing can stand upright the way we're hitting homers. And home runs are a very inconsistent type of offense. I think that's
right.
something that's interesting is that they're not just when they're not hitting home runs when it's the air is thick, when it's hard, the ball's not carrying. Something that I found really interesting, we're just doing the right things. I saw us move runners over. I saw Travis d'Arnaud uh, against the Rays in game one. What did he do? We're down 2-3. Ben Joyce has a rough inning. We have a guy on third with one out. I think it was second and third. I think Soler doubled before that.
Yeah, second and third.
The infield's playing back. Okay, don't overthink it. Literally hit a ground ball. It gets
Boom.
the infield's playing back. I'm sure Travis d'Arnaud saw that shortstop and that second baseman were playing back, and he's just thinking, get it past the pitcher.
He's putting the ball in play, and like we mentioned in our first podcast, the jump from Matt Tice as the backup catcher to Travis d'Arnaud, that's huge.
It's not just it's the veteran leadership that this team has that we didn't have in the past, where it looked like last year the only guy we had was Tyler Anderson, and
Right.
we kind of boof on Tyler Anderson, make him the butt of the joke. You know, he's Tyler Anderson, oh, he's going 5 innings, 3 runs, whatever, right? But now we got another guy like that. We got Kyle Hendricks, we got Kenley Jansen,
Absolutely.
we got Travis d'Arnaud, we
He's
got Jorge Soler.
He's my favorite. Kyle Hendricks is my favorite Angel right now. I
You
can't believe I'm
see,
saying
you
it.
see them, you see these guys helping the young guys, which I think
Oh
is
yeah,
important. I think the biggest, most obvious one was against the White Sox when Jack Hanowitz goes up there and he's throwing sinkers in the first inning. And they're just sitting on it and they're smoking his sinker. And what does Darno do? They probably chatted up in the dugout. I mean, we saw it on TV. We're like, damn, they're sitting on the sinker. He starts going four seam, starts going slider.
oh, yeah.
I mean. This is the stuff. This is the stuff that's going to make us a better team. The Sal Fasano, the coaching, it makes a huge difference. Um,
And I don't know if you
oh,
noticed, but
Porter.
after Darno was in those games, he was coaching how Hoppy. He's telling me he's doing a great job. After those starts with Travis Darno, well, Hoppy went on a tear. He's now batting 359.
Yes, he's keeping Ohapi fresh, dude.
He's
That's
keeping Hoppy fresh. Huge.
so big. And may I say, we are all doing this without our best. Don't know if we can call him our best player. Our best player last year.
He was definitely our most consistent player last year.
Wins above replacement, led the team.
That's
Zachary
true.
Neto coming back to the lineup. So,
Shooting.
they had if opposing pitchers were looking at one spot in our order, for a break, it's probably at shortstop, probably at Kevin Newman, Tim Anderson. That's not lasting long.
Nope.
That's not lasting long. This lineup's gonna knock pitchers out early. We're gonna eat into bullpens. We're gonna just keep pushing and pushing and taxing these pitchers. And I'm just so happy. I cannot Harry Manassian, man.
I mean, the one thing I took away from yesterday's loss, which was a tough one, I'll admit, it was a tough loss, but they lost because these home runs that were being hit against them were pop flies in any other ballpark except the ballpark we were playing in and Yankee Stadium.
No, I don't think it
So,
was even a home run. I think the Grand Slam wasn't even a home run at Yankee Stadium. I think it was just the,
wow. Wow, there you go.
the fly out
But
at Yankee Stadium. That's crazy.
what did the Angels do today? They said, you know what? Let's just start putting the ball in the air,
Yep,
and they're probably going to get out of here. So we're talking Taylor Ward multi-home run game, Mike Trout multi-home run game, and Joe Adell, 2 home runs in the same inning. First player to do that since Kendrys Morales.
legend.
Another one of my favorites. I love that guy. But that's adjustments. That's adjustments in a series. We didn't do that last year.
I want to see them do that when it's cloudy out, though. When it's foggy, I want to see them do that same thing. Play small ball when the weather's not permitting the long ball, right?
Right.
Play a little foggy. Go play some ground balls, bun them over, this and that. Hit for singles, right?
Mhm.
I want to see the team learn how to I think that's really important to be able to play different ways and still win. Um, but I think the identity of this team is definitely the power, man. The power in the pitching, power and power pitching. At the end, that Kenley Jansen cutter, man, at the top of the zone is just one of the best pitches in all of baseball. And
I, I agree.
what do we got for our second topic, Thanos? What
I
do we?
was going to say biggest surprise. And for me personally, I think the biggest surprise, it's a recent development, is when Luis Rengifo didn't fully run to first base on a ground out, and Ron Washington chewed him out.
Did he?
And
I didn't see
oh
that.
yeah, chewed him out. Told him you got to give it your all. I don't care if you're on a pulled hamstring. You could have beat that out. And I love Luis Rengifo. He's batting 238 right now. He's got the 1 home run, four
What a
RBIs,
big RBI, big go ahead RBI.
big go ahead RBI, and he's like again another guy that has been in the organization for a while. But the biggest surprise for me is just holding players accountable. And this happened earlier in the year when against the Cardinals, Luis Rengifo, sorry to pick on him, goes to bunt it because
Oh,
he wants to move the runners over, and he
bad.
pops it straight up in the air for a pop out. And again, Ron Washington's chewing him out. These players are holding each other accountable. That's the biggest surprise. The
Also looks
players
like they're
and the
having
coaches.
fun and they like each other and they're happy to be winning.
They're having fun and they're doing it the right way in terms of everyone who makes a mistake, they know that was on them. They don't blame any other person. They get it done. And that's very refreshing to see, especially in professional sports.
So I'm curious when the MLB's posted about the Halos. Looks like there's a lot of bandwagoners right now.
Yeah, they
It's like
did
Sam
post
Bloom
about.
likes the Angels all of a sudden. Okay, Sam. Okay, interesting, Sam. Where did you have the Angels before the season? Like last place?
Oh
Sam?
man.
Hey Sam, if you're listening, come on, gotta start listening to the Sell the Artie Marino pod. We've been
Oh,
Artie's biggest fans, his undercover fans. We want him to sell the team to us.
to us.
We could move the team to Seal Beach.
Well, that's an option, or remove the Salt Lake City Bees to Seal Beach.
Yes, we're gonna move them to the military base, the farm. There's a lot of territory there. We are undercover Artie Moreno fans. that, everyone been hating on Artie. You want to laugh, actually? This is one of the best things I saw. Let's go ahead and just let's go look back at the Luka Doncic Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and future to be known as the Los Angeles Angels of Los Alamitos. Seal Beach. Let's go look at this the comments under this trade here. Yeah, you guys want a sticker, you want a cookie, fire Artie and Perry into the sun, sell the team to
Jeez.
us. Artie Moreno's a terrorist.
Wow.
Sell the
Okay.
team, fire Perry. Artie Moreno's a terrorist. Look at these comments, man. And where
They're
are
a lot.
we? What have we been saying?
I
We
mean,
love Artie Moreno.
live right now.
Live tweet from the pod. Go like it up.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's very natural as an Angels fan to just be pessimistic and to talk trash about the GM and the owner. It's natural, and I'm not saying we haven't done that in the past, but you still got to give them the flowers when they do something like this. The Luis
Is it
Garcia
not
trade.
clear and obvious that last year was just a deliberate tank job? We had it. We had the opportunity to draft high. We have a ton of picks in this draft. Doesn't that seem like that was the corporate strategy? Can't we be a little patient here and see what they're doing?
I mean, on paper, it looked bad having the most losses in franchise history, but also,
They weren't
I'm
winning
a,
anything. Mike Trout went out. They're not winning anything.
it's true, 100%.
They're
Who's
not
your
winning anything with that starting line, that pitching lineup we looked at last year. Chase Soseth and Detmers and Sandoval and Canning and our boy Jose Suarez. Jose Suarez. What are the Atlanta Braves right now? What's their record?
bad start?
I think we took all their good players. They're 2-9, pushing 2-10 tonight. They play the Philadelphia Phillies. Man, Braves are
Also,
2-9 and we're 8-4.
nuts. Also, I just want to let everyone know today, I was sitting on the couch watching the fifth inning. I look up, Joe Adele then the home runs start hitting, and I go, oh, okay, we're opening it up. And then the Rays didn't take out their starting pitcher against Mike Trout, so he punishes them. Now, Joe Adele, George knows it. I'm a big Joe Adele fan. This was a get right day for Joe Adele. It was his first two home runs, big day at the plate. I hope this momentum carries into the divisional games, which are coming up tomorrow and after that. And
Houston, go play the cheaters.
we go play the cheaters, the trash cans,
The Houston trash cans.
and
Dumpster
then
fire.
after that we play the Rangers.
They're a
Whew.
dumpster fire of an organization as far as I'm concerned. Kyle Tucker's gone. Alex Bregman's gone. Freaking Jose Altuve is probably trying to cheat more and try to
Well,
figure out a way to get another trash can in.
he's playing left field, so he's closer to the trash cans right now. He can hear them
Hmm.
a little bit better,
You should
when
look
he's
at
on
that.
defense at least. But in terms of what the Angels need to do against these divisional opponents, they have historically played the Astros pretty close over the years. Maybe not in wins, but we have seen a lot of 1 and 2 run losses over these past couple of years against the Astros. And why do those 1 and 2 run losses happen? Well, the bullpen doesn't hold it down, or the bats get cold at the worst moments. And that's something that just can't happen against these divisional opponents.
Or we're hitting like, pick a guy. Who's hitting cleanup last year? Who's that DH?
Oh God. Oh, we had a lot of. Yeah, I don't even want to know who was
We're
hitting DH.
hitting some guys that were just not professional baseball players. Some guys that were Willie Calhoun. That's who I'm thinking.
Willie Calhoun.
And Willie
Very
Calhoun, hey, let's not knock on Willie Calhoun.
no,
He put
he
up
had
like
a
a
solid
100
year.
WRC plus, which 100 are, for our viewers that don't understand, 100 WRC plus is league average.
Right.
Okay. So, typically you don't want your DH, especially if they're not playing a position in the field, you don't want your DH to be league average. You want your DH to be above league average. But we were so deficient that we were hitting Willie Calhoun cleanup because we probably had, who was our best bat? Matt Tice, Willie Calhoun, like.
Neto last year.
Well, obviously, Neto was our best bat. Shanuel's a rookie still. Shanuel's made some big improvements. OPS is way up. Hard hit balls are way up. Had a home run robbed today in right field, although that's not really a home run anywhere. That's fine.
I
Uh,
mean, yeah, I was about to say that's a pop out everywhere else, so
that
it's
might be a
okay.
double some places. He also hit a double earlier, so let's not hate on our boy Nolan
That's true.
Shanuel. Who, for our viewers that don't know this, we like to make a lot of Nolan Shanuel standing jokes. Do you like to explain? with that, what I meant by that on the last pod? Do you want to talk about his workout routine?
Yeah, his workout routine was
He
just to
was
stand more. And then over the offseason, we had him, the Angels had him at least, swing a heavier bat and a lighter bat so that the lighter bat helps him with his bat speed and the heavier bat helps him with the power.
okay, and here we have evidence from the Athletic New York Times. They called him no sit Nolan. Shout out Sam Bloom. Sam Bloom, you're wrong about their Angels. They're good. The painful stand all day routine that Shaniel endured to get in shape. So Nolan Shaniel wanted to play every day, so he stood all day. He spent 2 days a week standing for the entire day. He woke up in the moment he woke up to
His
the
only
moment he
reprieve
went to
was
bed.
meals.
His only reprieve was for meals.
That's
I'm
just
sorry. All right. We needed to tap our viewers into that.
that's a real thing. That was a real
Funniest,
thing that happened.
the funniest thing, and this is why we said he's got that Kobe Bryant always standing mentality. Hope he sits down after a big series win. Take a seat, Nolan, eat a steak.
I mean, he's batting 289 right now. He's got on base today. He,
What's his
he actually had a
OPS?
double
See,
today.
we see his OPS.
OPS plus or just OPS?
Let's go OPS. Let's add it
His
up here.
OP
Is he over 800? He's got to be right around 800, right? 73 from
0.750.
378. Oh, he had a couple lineouts that left him. All right, well, his OPS here says he's at 751. Great. That's a 40-point jump on last
Okay.
year. I mean, let's go to the
Yeah.
lineup card from today. We've got a guy like Taylor. Oops. Got a guy like Taylor Ward around 700. Got Louis Renjifo
Yep.
around what's that? 680. We got Mike Trout. What's he sitting at? What's that? That's 885. I mean,
Yep.
I don't even know if we had a guy over 700. We got a Hoppy mashing over one. We've got Kyron Paris like having one
Yep.
of the best starts in MLB history. We got Joe Adell sitting
It's
around.
true.
That's Nolan Shanuel territory, 750. I mean, dude, Nolan Shanuel and Joe Adell take that jump from like 650. I mean, I know Shanuel was a little higher than Adell last year. He was more at 700, but
Right.
getting to 750 is like, boom, right where you need to be as a starter in the MLB. That's perfect. Anything above that's, you're looking at all-star. You're looking at 800. You're looking at 850. That's all-star territory. These kids are young and they're getting better. I'm just surprised at how fast Cotton Paris is. And he's on
Like we said,
a
yeah,
rookie
I
deal.
agree.
He's on a rookie deal for a long time.
I did hear on the radio though that he is not rookie eligible.
So we can't hammer
So he's
Cotton
he is
Paris.
not in line to win rookie of the year. He definitely would have been the odds-on favorite from the start. That being said, at the end of the day, awards are just awards. This Angels team looks like they have a goal and that they're going to achieve that goal by playing the way they've been playing, which has been very inspired baseball. It's exciting.
I think that this gives them flexibility in the draft too, to even take
Mm,
Seth Hernandez or an Ethan Holiday. Just go best player
potentially.
available, even if it's a high schooler. Because if we go get another special guy in the org, and even if we don't see him for a year, year and a half, 2 years, that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
just go get a freaking star at number two. Again, we're sitting with 5 picks in the top 105. We are the Oklahoma City Thunder of Major League Baseball. We said, yeah, we can't compete with the Dodgers and their money. We can't compete with the New York Mets and Steve Cohen. Perry Managen, what did he say? He said, we're going to go trade Luis Garcia for a haul.
Oh yeah.
It's like me when I go to Zara, bro. We're getting a haul of freaking talent for Luis Garcia.
George is going to Zara weekly.
Go
It's like
get hits.
no, I agree. And even right now, I really like the depth of AAA. I mean, Yohan Moncada just went on the 10-day IL. We brought up JD Davis.
Not going to kill
That's
us. We're fine.
that.
Not going to
I,
kill
I
us.
I like that move.
Would have killed us last year, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely,
It,
absolutely.
it did kill us last year.
hmm But
So
what are the things you're looking for the Angels to consistently keep up against divisional opponents, especially with this road
pitching,
series
baby. Pitching
pitching?
and power, dude. If you can make that your identity. I mean, Soriano went 7 2/3 today. We had Ryan Johnson close it out. All right, bullpen is fresh tomorrow. Jose Soriano is a huge asset that not a lot of teams have that they wish they have. Same with Jack Conowitz. Like having sinker ballers that go deep into games allows you to go then take those Kyle Hendricks and Tyler Anderson starts and deploy the bullpen with those guys. They're up. If we're up, and I mean, seal the deal. We're turning games that would be losses into wins because we have a dominant bullpen, and we've got a bunch of guys that can go and eat innings, and we got guys behind these guys. They called up Caden Dana who ate 3 innings. I mean, I love shit like that. I love I love Artie Moreno.
We love Arte Moreno. But tomorrow we are playing the Astros. Jack Koshanowicz, it's hard to say his name sometimes, is on the bump. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully get a lot of ground balls tomorrow. And we're going up against Ronald Blanco from the Astros. Two starts so far. Is it two starts? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he got blown up against the Twins. He pitched 1.2 innings, four earned runs, five hits given up on 62 pitches. Oh god, that's bad. That's really bad. So hopefully the Angels could have a similar start against Blanco that the Twins did, and then his other start was against the Giants, a 7-2 loss where he pitched 5 innings, three hits given up, three earned runs, three walks, six strikeouts. He's not a bad pitcher. I remember him from last year. He's an Astros pitcher who has consistency. He's got a decent arsenal in his pitching arsenal, but this Angels team seems more aggressive at the start of innings, hopefully, like how we started off today. Taylor Ward with the home run in the first inning. Let's keep that up tomorrow. Build the lead. Like you said, we have a fresh bullpen. Go from there and let the momentum carry us.
Can't get too ahead of ourselves. We're only 2 games up in the wild card. I think the goal needs to be to get to the playoffs. That's it. That's what it's gotta
Absolutely.
be. I don't care if it's a wild card. I don't care. But it's good to see them winning. And it's good to see the MLB eat their words. I saw MLB had the Atlanta Braves at 18 in the power rankings and the Angels at 19. The Angels are 8-4. The Braves are 2-9.
Yeah. I could do you one better. After the Guardian
Looking
series,
at
the Bleacher Report, I believe, had the Guardians at 16 and the Angels at 18. I
no,
thought
that's
to
more
myself,
reasonable than putting the Braves. I mean, what?
it's true, but it's just funny how we beat the Guardians and we're still a worse team to start the year. I don't get that at all.
I
But
think it's funny to see the Braves fans talk about Suarez.
they don't. Yeah,
They're all FAFO, bro. Look around, find out. Trey Permanasian, meet Jose Suarez. Think we
uh,
think we wrap up the pot on that, right?
yeah. We wish you the best, Jose Suarez. We wish you
Sorry,
the best.
Jose Suarez. This shouldn't be a Jose Suarez hate pod.
We love you.
You know what? We are a loving. We love Artie Moreno. He signed Mike Trout, greatest player of all time, to the best contract in the major leagues. Are you taking Mike Trout at 34 million or Shohei Fraud Otani at whatever he's making $1 billion a year? Good luck with that one championship. I'm gonna start calling him No Hay.
No, hey,
No
Otani.
more, no more championships.
I hope not. I mean,
Mike
I
Trout, superstar.
absolutely.
Honestly, I would love an Angels Dodgers World Series. The Angels, I feel like they'd
Oh,
come in with not a lot of pressure. I feel like
that would be
all the pressure's on the Dodgers in that situation. This is feeling like a 2002 team, dude, where we have young assets that are going to come up in July, August. We have a Chris Cortez down in the minors who's going to come up and throw gas, and no one's going to have scouted him. I mean, we have all these high picks coming up, whether that's Jamie Arnold or they go best player available. We have assets. That 2002 team had Frankie Rod coming up. I mean, people need to realize we don't need to make trades at the deadline. We have guys coming up
I
from
agree.
a 30th ranked farm system.
I agree. I'm excited. I mean, we've both said many times we want playoff baseball in Anaheim. We want to go to a game that's high stakes. That'd be amazing. Oh, that's the dream. And the Angels are working on our dream right now in this season. Love it. Also, it's funny you mentioned Mike Trout, how obviously we signed him to a very, very good contract. And it's just hilarious how in the 2000 draft we drafted Grishik before Mike Trout.
Mike
And
Trout, Mark Teixeira, dude. You don't make that
just
Mark Teixeira trade. You don't get Mike
I,
Trout. you never know what happens, right? You never know, right? So I all right, let's thank our audience for joining us. We had a great
Yes.
reception on drop number one. I don't know if drop number two can beat number one. We got like 150 views.
Mm,
But like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave us a note in the comments. Tell us why you love Arte Moreno. Tell us
yeah.
what you think about the Big A. If you've ever been sleeping under the Big A, for good luck. We see,
Yep.
you know, I've heard some fans I know that were praying towards the Big A. They were there are some fans that I know that are looking to eat the world famous Angels nachos out of the two largest baseball caps ever
We need that.
in front of Angel Stadium. So those, shout out to the two helmets. And actually, rest in peace, Nick Aidenhart passed away. I believe it was this week, like almost a decade and a half ago, probably.
15 years
Uh,
ago, yeah.
saw that somewhere on Twitter. Uh,
Yes. Rest in
and
peace.
this Angels team is there's a lot of love for this organization. A lot of kids grew up with us winning, and it's really nice to see them winning again. And I hope
Uh,
that they keep it up.
I hope so too. And in Kyron Paris, we believe. AL
Aaron
AL MVP
X
front runner.
Harris. All
Let's
right.
go.
Cheers.
Light that baby up.
Light that baby up.